Hello and welcomes back, this is AnthWolf with even more Dragon Age Origins, part 57 I believe it is. I want to apologise for my previous part 56, it was a long episode and I was quite worn out at the end. I'm not sure if that transferred a lot in my voice and what happened, but I wasn't thinking completely straight with some of the things that were going on. An example I mentioned at the end of part 56, I put in the description below the video. Master Smith Caridin, or I suppose if you're so inclined, Smith Master Bronca, if you chose to go with her, could probably use the meteor shard, which I still think I have. The metal ore, to probably forge into something. I imagined those were the smiths I could probably use to use that ore for a weapon or a bit of armor. And I didn't think about it at the time, I just was trying to get through the plot of the story. But I suppose making a dwarven crown is a worthwhile investment and will complete the primary quest. But there was probably other ways around that as well. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that before we gotta move on. I think we've done a lot of things in the deep roads now. I had a quick look at my quest log. Most of these are actually complete or could be complete quite easily actually in Orzammar. I need to go to the proving grounds for the Thief in the House of Learning, and I think there's about 3 quests I need to do in the Shaperit in the Diamond Quarter. So with that in mind, do I need to run all the way back? Apparently I do, unless something's gonna happen anyway. But anyhows, yes, there's a lot of things we can do.
Well, that pretty much beat the sod out of how I imagined it. You ready to head back yet and share the news?
I want to look around a little more.
I wouldn't be in any hurry to get back to the assembly either.
Now that probably would have taken us all the way straight back to Orzammar. But I want to turn in some of the side quests before I turn in the primary one. Just in case there's some benefit for me to do so. So even though we have to spend a minute walking all the way around and back, we shall do so. Unless I can do it from here. No, apparently not. Okay, that's fine. At least we won't have to fight anything on the way back. That's one positive thing. I'd just be so happy to get out of Deep Road. It's been such a long journey. This has been my longest Let's Play, just me talking to you all now as I'm running along here. I didn't expect when I first started this how long this Let's Play was actually going to be. But I am thoroughly enjoying myself. I know sometimes it may not carry over in my voice, but yeah, no, definitely. I didn't expect Dragon Age to be so involving, and I've immersed myself thoroughly in it, and that's had positive effects and negative effects, like is it part 55 with the Broodmother story? Yeah, that wasn't so great. And I'm sure there's going to be other depressing things that are going to occur, no doubt, at some point, but it's a dark story. You can't kind of expect it to be all sunshines and rainbows. Hey, we just basically killed Ogren's wife there, or so yeah. At least he isn't trying to kill us, you know. No doubt he'll have something to say. Yes, I want to gather my party and let us go back to Orzammar. I think we could go back to the Ortan Tig and find the Topsider's grave, because we have the full part of his sword. But it's just even more deep roads. If I'm ever in the mood, I shall return. But right now, oh, okay.
Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Stewart, but the Grey Warden has returned.
Well, Warden, what news do you bring?
I bear a crown from Paragon Caridin for his chosen king.
Caridin was trapped in the body of a golem. This warden granted him the mercy he sought, releasing him and destroying the Anvil of the Void. Before he died, Caridin forged a crown for Orzammar's next king, chosen by the ancestors themselves.
I would like to believe Ogren's word, but it's well known the Grey Warden is Balin's hireling.
Silence! This crown is of Paragon make, and bears House Ortan's ancient seal. Tell us, Warden, whom did Caridin choose?
I'm gonna be honest here. He wished me to give it to whoever I chose.
Why would a Paragon trust someone who knows nothing of us with such a decision? This is preposterous.
We've argued in these chambers for too long. The will of the Paragon is that the Grey Warden decide.
I grant the crown to Belin.
At last, this farce is ended, and I can take my rightful place on my father's throne.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the King of Orzammar.
Do you acknowledge me as king?
I cannot defy a Paragon. The throne is yours, King Balin.
Then as my first act as king, I call for this man's execution. Guards, seize him!
Haramond was an honourable rival. Let him retire in peace.
You know better than anyone the war facing us, Warden. Orzammar cannot afford to be divided. Anyone undermining my reign is serving only the Darkspawn. I will return to my palace to gather my generals and prepare our forces for the surface. I will see you there, Warden. You have my gratitude for all you have done for me.
Well, we could have
You have
named...
proven yourself and more, Warden. Without your aid, I would not have taken this throne so smoothly or so soon.
I wonder if we just aided a tyrant. Oopsie. You will be a stronger king than Haramont.
His name need not pass your lips again. My generals are already preparing for a mission to the surface. When you have need of us, you shall have every able-bodied dwarf in Orzammar. Since you did more than I expected, I offer a personal reward as well. This was a mall favored by my brother Trian. Take it with you, as a reminder of your ties to Orzammar. Now, I have much to do. If there is nothing else...
I'll take that as a thank you.
As it was meant. Now, I must address my other petitioners. Come back and visit sometime.
Yes, well, that went well. Oh well, we couldn't turn in our side quest at that time. But, I suppose we've got back to Orzammar and we've got Dwarven aid. Let us remain positive. And we can still turn in the side quest, so crowning the king hasn't interfered with that. So while we're here, let us turn in the reagent antidote. Oh, Still got a quest for Fortag. Have a word with him in a moment. I think the woman was here. Oh, she's not here anymore. I'm sure it was there. No, she wasn't in the royal bedroom. Was I mistaken? Ah, here we are. Excellent.
Any luck, Warden? She doesn't have much time.
I'll see what I can do.
There's nothing I can do but wait. It's all but inevitable.
Perhaps you have to speak to her. Ah.
She'll be up and around in no time, thanks to you.
Okay. So we didn't receive anything from that, but I suppose if we hadn't got the crown forged by Paragon Caridin, it would have fell to the nobles to choose who would be the king. And having her on our side might have assisted us. I'm just reaching here. I've probably done things differently to some other people may have done it. And I'll probably have to find out, have a check. Hello, Fortag. Do you have anything for us?
I see our faith in you is justified, Wood.
Apparently not. So when we leave here, we will be in the Diamond Quarter, so let's go to the Shaperit.
You are stone-carved, Warden. I've never seen the like.
Oh, that's Cardall, the Legion of the Dead. Where's the Shaperit? The Shaperit, excellent. This is where I need to go. I've got 2 or 3 quests for in here. Ooh, memories. I don't know which quest I turned in there. Let's have a look. Holy crud. Ah. The dead cast insignias have been entered into the memories. The Legion of the Dead shall eventually be considered a caste or house of its own. Excellent. Is there any others there to done? Nope. Okay. Let us talk to the racist Shaper.
Most impressive, Warden. King Balin's ascent to his father's throne has been recorded in the memories. Is there something more I can help you with?
I have found some tracings you might be interested in.
What's this? A list of names. Most of these clans no longer even exist. Is this authentic?
You bet your hairy arse it is. Taken from a tablet in Caridin's fortress, no less.
Then is it true? The rumors of Caridin's so-called volunteers? Extraordinary! I would love to make a copy of this. The Shaperit has never had much information on Caridin and his golems, much less proof of this magnitude. Warden, I hope this artifact from our archives will suffice as a reward. I must inform the Shaperit at once.
That's another quest complete. We're slowly working our way through our list. We need to talk to Filda. Circle of Magi. The Proving Grounds. Bring them to Orta. Where is Orta? Aha! Hello. What did you want again, Orta? I can't actually remember.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig?
Ah, I see. I have found the records right here.
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband. Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
I forgot. She was the lady who wasn't happy with her position in the castes and wanted to find herself elevated. Must be selective racism memory. Go to the assembly. Yeah, I kind of figured.
My name's Orta. After the old Orton house. They gave our seat back. And the records show which houses still owe House Orton money. One day, I will be able to properly thank you for all you've done for me.
We already have her supporting King Bellin, so I'll be nice for once. I'm not a complete ass. Your happiness is enough.
And I don't know what treasure is left, but whatever I get, you can have as much as you want. I'll have to find someone willing to look. Maybe a whole expedition. If the tide is still there, it must have something. House Orton will not forget this kindness. Didn't that sound official?
Yes, indeed. Right, let us leave. Let us go give some negative news. Oh, we have corpses. We really should clean up this place.
News of the hour! All hail King Balin Idukan! The worthiest dwarf has ascended to the throne!
Hello, Garen.
Oh,
Whoopsie.
except when forging, then I'm.
Oh, poopy. I just want to see your wares, Garen. Because I have more things to sell, as always. Oh, why, thank you for that legendary mall. Whoopsie. Ooh. Dragonbone Dwarven Massive Gaunt Armored Gloves. Ooh, Branca Shield. +4 against Darkspawn, +2 against Beasts. So many things to sell, so many runes. Holy crap. Right, there we go. Hello, Filda. I bring unfortunate news.
You've returned. With all the excitement over the new king, I never expected you to remember my poor son. Did you learn anything about my ruck?
Yes, but you might not want to hear it.
What is it? Is he dead? Oh, please don't torment me.
I'm afraid Rook went crazy after too long being in the deep roads.
Crazy? Oh, ancestors, save him. I've heard of this. Lost soldiers turning on each other, eating darkspawn flesh. Is that what happened to my boy? Why didn't you bring him home?
Rook didn't want you to see him like that.
Such a good boy. Still thinking of me after all he's been through. I have to go to him. He needs me. Oh, he must be so frightened out there, so lonely. I thank you for what you've done. Even if you couldn't be bothered with more. Take this. It's my husband's masterwork, the first shield he smithed. I was saving it for Ruck, but I want you to have it. As my thanks.
Ouch. If you couldn't be bothered to do more, that's... yeah. Thank you for nothing, I suppose is what she was meaning to say. And unless it's amazing, I'm probably just going to sell it. Yep. That'll look like no.
At last, the rightful king is on the throne. In honor of our good King Balin, 2 silvers off anything you buy.
2 wholesale silvers? Let me see what you have in your store.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Aha. What don't I really need? Let's have a look at some of these runes that we... It's the gifts that take up most of the room, it seems. Let's get rid of some. There you go. We could go to the proving grounds, but I am ready to call it a day on Orzammar. And with that in mind, you have gathered your army, and the lance meet will soon be called. Return to all Eamon in Redcliffe and prepare to head to Denerim. Yep, I'm quite happy to do that. I do want to return to my party camp first and turn in some more of those runes, but we can now continue with the actual primary quest. We have united all of the races to the Grey Warden's banner. Apart from the humans. The humans are still in a civil war, but we'll hopefully rectify that in the next, well, however long it's going to take. Can we just leave naturally? No, we can't. Oh. Nope. Oh, okay.
Is something the matter? Are you thinking about Branka?
Not a good time to ask.
You loved her, didn't you? I've seen you sometimes, staring off into the distance with such sadness in your eyes. You wonder if you did something that drove her away. You wonder if she would have stayed if you had done things differently. She must have loved you. Somewhere inside.
That sodding great dew-licker had a heart clad in iron. She had only one love. The anvil. Later, the anvil only sighed because I was gassy. Finally let off a good one. Should be hitting you right about now. Silent killer, huh?
That kind of serves her right. It's been about 15 minutes. I don't know how much game time it takes to walk through the deep roads, but we've just killed his wife.
Give me a moment.
Sure, take your time.
By the stone. I feel like I'm about to fall off the world with all that sky up there.
Is it that strange to you?
Strange? Strange is your wife turning out to prefer the ladies, not living in a world without a bleeding ceiling. Well, let's get moving. We're losing, daylight.
Ah, bless. I can't like Ogren. He's a drunk, rough buffoon, but he's my rough, drunk buffoon.
We're about this son of Merrick.
Some bastard from Redcliffe, I hear. Are we supposed to be impressed?
If our Lehman's standing up for him, I'd say we should be.
I don't know why R. Lehman is complicating things. I thought he would calm all this fighting down, not make everyone even more upset.
Maybe what he says is true. You ever think of that?
Gossips still being gossips. Can I leave this way? Yes, I can. Excellent. Let me drop a save first, because who knows what's going to happen now. And then let us go to our party camp. Oh, camp is looking quite well crowded now. Emissary Fellhammer. No, that's a name.
Orzammar has sent her best, Warden. It has been a long time since the Dwarven army has marched on the surface.
Do you need anything?
Outfitting any army on short notice, there's always room for more gear. Gems would serve the most utility. The Middlestone, sapphires and the like. We're dealing with many smaller foundries, and larger values might overwhelm.
Right, okay. Sadly, I just sold a load of gems, but I'll keep an eye out.
It has begun.
A communal box with the resources you have collected for your troops. Turn in runes for the circle. Wow, we can turn in the master and expert runes. Let's turn in the novice ones. Well, I'll just speed through this, turn in all the journeyman runes. And we might as well turn in the expert runes and only keep the master ones for myself for when I eventually get around to equipping them. We've give coin the Earl Eamon's Knights. We can do that again, I suppose. Let's turn in another 10 sovereigns, because why not? I feel generous. Turning crafting materials. Let's give the elves all the death roots we have. And let's give them all the deep mushrooms. And we'll keep the elf root for our health potions. Though I haven't really used too many health potions of late.
Generous as always, Warden.
Excellent. We still have 258 sovereigns. Let's talk to Bowden. See if he actually wants to return to Orzammar now.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Have you heard any rumours, Bowden?
The Benorn are on the run now, and there's no way that they can force Tyrn Loghain to resign the throne. But how the Tyrn is going to raise a proper army now is anyone's guess. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Huh. What's been happening on the surface while I've been away? Let me see your wares, Bowden.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Excellent. Let us see. I've already sold a lot of my materials, so what do you actually have? Which I may be after. You have flasks, which I could use for my elf root. What weapons do you have? The Vishali. An excellent one-handed war axe. We'll see if anything jumps up at us. Anything that costs more than maybe 50 sovereigns might be worth taking a gander at. The Spell Ward. That was going to be really good for win, wasn't it? +5 willpower. Yeah, we'll buy it. There you go. What's done is done. Aha, you have all the stones. We'll buy them back, actually. I don't know if it's worthwhile. It probably costs us a fair bit of our money there. Win. What do you have equipped at the moment? The Magister's Cinch. Reduces hostility. Well, oh, it's a pendant. Whoopsie. Oh, it's only an apprentice's amulet you're wearing. There you go. You can still reduce hostility with your belt then. Allied supply crates. Turn in gems for the dwarves. Malachites, amethysts, and topazes.
We are better with every step you take.
So which ones didn't I actually end up using there? Oh, the garnets, quartz, and the greenstones. Well, we sell those at a loss now, Dead
You
Bowden.
and your friends are formidable.
But at least we've given the dwarves something to use towards their army preparations. I don't know how to use the gems. Maybe... I don't know. I don't even want to take a guess. But I will leave this part here. Next time, we will go to Redcliffe and speak to All Aemon and prepare for the Landsmeet to finally confront Ter Loghain, or he likes to call himself King Loghain now, and get this ball moving. So, this has been AnthWolf, and I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all in the next part of Dragon Age Origins. Bye bye now.